Good afternoon and welcome to the Law and Life. I'm your lawyer Patrick McGeehan and I am your best friend at your worst time. Another update on Ann Heche's case, and it's just terrible news. The case is going to go on and on in the probate court out in LA. TMZ is reporting that there's now a battle going on between Ann's 20-year-old son Homer and the 13-year-old son Atlas and his dad, who is James Tupper, a former co-star in Men in Trees with Ann. Now they're battling it out in probate court to control her estate. We reported earlier, and it's in another video previously, that Homer is trying to get appointed as a representative of the estate to manage the estate. And James Tupper, as the father of Atlas, her youngest son that's 13, is coming up saying that James is too young, that Ann emailed him and two others a copy of her will back in 2011 while they were still dating. And she mentioned that she wanted James Tupper as the executive of her will so he could carry out her financial wishes. He's also adding that Homer's not suitable to run the estate, claiming that he's only 20, is unemployed, dropped out of school, and was estranged from Ann at the time of her death. James also claims that he's trying to work it out with Homer, but Homer's ghosting him, and he accuses Homer of locking him and Atlas out of Ann's house as soon as she died. So an unfortunate battle that's going on. A couple questions I would have is, if James Tupper's claiming that he got a copy of the will back in 2011, I'm wondering if he produced that will. I'm guessing he didn't. But he says she sent it to him and two others, so those may be important witnesses in this particular case. Anyway, no matter how the case plays out, it's a prime example of why you should have a will. Because if you don't, this type of family fighting can go on and on and on. It may be years before this ends up being resolved in the courts. And it's just terrible that it has to be resolved in the courts when you can make arrangements so that that doesn't happen and your family is able to live on in peace after you pass. Anyway, if anything else develops on the case, we'll be sure to report it and add an update here. Thank you for joining me on Law and Life. I'm your lawyer Patrick McGeehan and I am your best friend at your worst time.